Well, it's another beautiful day in January for some volleyball action here at the Humber North Campus. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Hawks Nest for some more volleyball. Zach Benoit alongside my broadcast partner, Will Shukri. Will, the Hawks have started out hot yet again. Perfect 13-0 record. They take on the visiting Niagara Knights, who are coming in here 8-4, but Humber, they're just on a roll.
They are on a roll, 13-0. You mentioned Niagara sitting at 8-4. There's a bit of a disparity there, right? Obviously, Humber, a pretty significantly better record, and you can see the stat line here. I want everyone to look all the way down to hit percentage. The difference between those two statistics are significant, but it goes back further than just this year. Humber actually 40-0 all-time against the Niagara Knights in women's volleyball. So an underdog story possibly budding here tonight in the Hawks Nest.
Definitely something to look out for. Again, like you mentioned, 40-0 all-time against Niagara. There's been so many players over the years that have just contributed to that success, but this year, the player that is contributing tons and tons of success to the Humber Hawks, none other than number 10, Hannah Manners, who, again, Hannah is having a fantastic year. 12 matches, 108 kills, 37 service aces. You see it right there on your screen, her numbers. Fantastic.
Yeah, just dominating. She's averaging a full service ace a set. That's good for third in the OCAA. And you look at 108 kills. That translates to 2.92 kills per game. Good for seventh in Ontario.
She's been in this program for so many years, just a classic veteran that you can always look for and always understand that you have success with. Definitely somebody to keep an eye out for. But until then, we're going to throw it over to our PA announcer for the introductions and national anthem.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Nest here at the Humber Athletics Center for tonight's matchup between the visiting Niagara Knights and your Humber Hawks! At this time, we would ask you to stand up if you're able and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Is a 5'8" outside hitter, number 7, Kylie Baxter. From St. Catharines is a 6'2", playing middle, number 8, Sam Cormier. From Chatham is a 5'10" outside hitter, number 14, Natalie Little. And the libero for the game, from St. Thomas is a 5'7", number 10, Emily Delohi. The head coach for the Niagara Knights is Steve Stone.
going on between these two teams. Very, very interesting matchup to see what's going to go down here in this one.
Yeah, I mean, you know that Niagara has to come into this game thinking of themselves as giant slayers, right? This is a Humber Hawks team that hasn't lost a game versus the OCAA since February 9th, 2023. That is 40 straight wins against OCAA teams. Niagara looking to end that tonight in the Hawks' Nest.
Niagara will get the first serve, and it's going to come way of Sam Cormier, who is having a fantastic season. Serve over, good one right into the waiting arms of Manners. Willis-Croft finds Manners. She kills it right down over to the hands of Cormier. Hit to the back line, going up is Cholette, diving Zakari, push to the back side. Niagara have a play set up. They're swinging it out wide over the hands. Did it hit the back line? It does. The first point by Natalie Little on that far side. Niagara go up 1-0.
Yeah, Natalie Little having a good season. That was her 100th kill of the year so far.
And Cormier coming into today, second in the conference, averaging just under 1 block a set. Manners hammers it across. Cormier in the backcourt there. Great dig. Here's Little once more, tipping over the wall, but Manners finds it. Willis-Croft tips it down, diving in the backcourt, saved up. Little puts it to the front, hit down, but great dig by Connolly. Manners hammers it. Cholette's there for the recovery. Willis-Croft back sets to Connolly, soft one over. Cormier back out to Little, swinging but right into the net. A little bit of a broken play. The Hawks get the point.
And a really nice rally early on here. I think Niagara's got a lot of positives to take home so far, showing good defense against the offensive Hannah Manners.
Amanda Larson, the player that leads the conference in blocks per set. Her and Cormier, I'm sure it's going to be a battle there. Diving the backcourt, kept up is Little. She hits it over. It's a soft one right into the waiting arms of Zakari. Willis-Croft going wide to Manners. Hannah Manners smokes it, but a great dig in the backcourt by Gooder. Zakari to Willis-Croft. Quick one in the middle for Odell. Diving down is the libero. Can't get it. Tipped over. Push to the back corner. What a heads-up play by Hannah Manners. Doesn't go up for the kill. Just pushes it to the back line. Everybody on the Knights were creeping.
Showing that her offense has levels to it. It's not just the power, it's the court IQ as well, dropping that in nicely.
Larson, the serve over, finds the backside. Little just puts it to the middle. Taylor goes up swinging, and Montana Taylor gets herself the first kill. Not often you see the setter going up for a kill.
Really nice kill from Montana Taylor, just splitting the defenders.
Taylor serving now, and that's straight into the net. Here comes Kennedy Willis-Croft, nicknamed the crafty lefty because just has so many tricks in her bag. Leads the team with 313 assists. That's a fantastic serve. The kill, diving! Great dig in the back by Cholette. Willis-Croft puts it back to the court. Manners, soft over, free ball. But now Manners goes up to hammer it. Big mistake on the side of the Knights, and Hannah Manners puts it down.
Yeah, Niagara just getting altogether too comfortable with Hannah Manners with possession of the ball that close to the net, and she makes them pay.
Willis-Croft, another good serve over to the back corner, finds the service ace. Her 18th of the year, Kennedy Willis-Croft. Again, a player that just does everything for the Hawks. Back at the line, we've seen her have some lengthy runs here, and well, it's looking like she may have another one. Great serve right there. Little, the dig, Taylor sets up Baxter, gets blocked, Rachel Odell.
Big blocks early on for Humber. You can see him coming up and challenging those offensive kills all day, and that time it worked.
Humber up 6-2. Willis-Croft, the serve over to the back corner. DeLohe gets there. They're setting up Baxter. She hits over the wall and not gonna connect with anything there, right over that back line. Hawks starting to roll, 7-2 here in set one.
A familiar territory for this Humber team.
Willis-Croft Serve over. Delohe gets to it. Montana puts it over. Willis-Croft goes to Connolly. Hammering to the backcourt is Amy Connolly.
And now Humber taking control. First timeout of the game will be called by Niagara. Now down 8-2 early on in this set. And Zach, what have you liked so far from Humber?
Just the all-around play by Humber right now. It's looking golden. Again, Kennedy Willis-Croft, their main setter, she has been doing so well all year long. When you look at statistics, she is right up there amongst everybody, leading the OCAA in assists per set, 8.46. Next closest is LaBelle on Lesite, who is at 8.20. Willis-Croft is having a fantastic year once more, but then again, the hitters, everybody is just smoking the ball right now.
And I think what we're going to continue to see from this Humber Hawks team is that they're able to spread that offense around, right? We highlighted Hannah Manners early on in this broadcast. I think we're going to see Humber's going to make it abundantly clear that they don't need to run the offense through her. They can run it through other avenues.
Well, you see it around the OCAA. Majority of teams have that one player that's at, by now in the season, at 120, 140 kills per set. Well, the Hawks, they spread it out, but it's two main characters in Connolly and Manners who are just running away with it, both over 100 kills. Serves good. Taylor, quick one in the middle, pushing it down. Willis-Croft dives in the back. Zakari is going to hit it from the backcourt, tipped off the hands. Delohe diving. Gooder, and they're just going to push it over. Free ball for the Hawks. Humber get the point. So they continue their dominant run here. The timeout doesn't prove to do anything. And Willis-Croft, stop me when you've heard it before. Again, another lengthy drive. Short serve and right into the net. Only thing that can stop her was the net, and that was the only way that Kennedy was getting off the service line.
Yeah, Niagara are going to have to use this switch of possession to try and build some momentum here. The timeout didn't seem to do it.
Little serve over. Manners gets the dig. Willis-Croft, quick one. Odell diving. Two players collide. Taylor sets up Baxter. She just pushes it right into the waiting arms of Willis-Croft. Cholette to Connolly. Connolly gets it dug in the back by Little. Free ball for the Hawks. Zakari to Willis-Croft to Manners. Hannah Manners mashes it.
And the power cannot be denied as the Knights do not stand a chance against Hannah Manners.
It's just an electric attack at the line, Hannah Manners. And that's into the net again, something we don't normally see. Leading the team with 37 service aces. You mentioned that's the same amount of sets she's played. So averaging one service ace a set. That's just impressive numbers.
Yeah, that sounds a lot easier than it is. It's
exactly.
really
It's
not
very
easy.
Cholette in the back. Connolly, what a dig in the back by Little. Cormier sets up Baxter, left-hand swing and gets blocked by Odell. Taylor going wide. Gooder can't find it, out of bounds. Hawks get the ball back again.
So a couple of close calls early on for Niagara, both of them going in favor of the Hawks. And 11-4 is the swing now.
And the matchup I wanted to see, Larson and Cormier, both in the front court. And Odell serve into the net. But these are two players that are first and second in the OCAA when it comes to blocks per set. So it's definitely going to be a battle between number 8 in blue and number 18, or excuse me, yes, number 18 in white. Serve over, it's good. Cholette digs it. Willis-Croft, quick one to Larson. Well, the battle between Larson and Cormier, 1-0 Larson.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
And Amy Connolly, again, we've been talking about Hannah Manners so much. Amy Connolly, another one of those players that are having herself a crazy good year, and she finds herself a service ace.
Yeah, just a really nicely placed serve there. Those are so tough to return.
Her 9th of the year. Again, Connolly, a transfer from Nipissing University. Back-to-back service aces. Hits double digits on the year, 10 now for Amy Connolly.
14-5 in favor of the Hawks now.
The serve into the net. Well, the only way the Hawks have been halted here, it's been the service errors. We've seen 3 or 4 already. But now it'll be Abby Gooder to the line. 10 service aces on the year. Manners to the backcourt. Cormier goes right to her hands. Taylor tries to the net, tipped down, but there is DeLeo. Connolly to Willis-Croft, to Larson, blocked but out of bounds. Hawks get the point.
Yeah, fairly well played from Niagara there. Humber's gonna get a lucky bounce after getting a couple of unlucky ones with those serves.
So 2 substitutions, Taya Wilkins and Avery Bodner come on here for Willis-Croft and Connolly. Zakari at the line here to serve. And again, right into the net. So some substitutions on the other side. It looks like it's going to be number 9, Charlize Trudal, coming on here. Trudal, 19 service aces on the year. She has been electric at the line. Cholette's there to dig that one to the back. Wilkins goes to Manners. It gets blocked, ricocheted off 2 sets of hands. That just shows the power that Hannah Manners has.
Yeah, I mean, blocking that kind of power is one story. Directing the block afterwards is a whole nother, right? They successfully prevented that one from getting over the net, but it's going to go off the antenna. Automatically Humber's point.
Good dig by Little. They set her right back up, but Zakari in the backcourt gets it. Manners hammers it. The only thing stopping her there was the net. Point Niagara. Larissa Shipper, number 6, comes on here for Kylie Baxter. Cholette gets the dig in the back, at the net, and going up and getting acclimated quickly is Shipper. Pips that one down for a point. Niagara, they're closing this lead down. Was as much as 9, now it's down to 7.
It was a really nice heads-up play there by Shipper. Not going for the spike, just going for the gentle redirection.
Taylor puts it to the back corner, but Cholette gets there. They set up Bodner, hammers it to the back, but can't find it. Gooder is there. They go to Little, off the net, and Humber, again, formidable front line. They hold on strong. 17-9 score. Connolly and Willis-Croft come back on for Bodner and Wilkins. And shocker, Kennedy goes to the service line. We saw how she started out the game for the Hawks. To the back corner, does it connect? No, it does not. Just, and I mean just missing that back line.
You know, I think it's a good call from the line official there, but certainly a close one.
Little serve over right into the waiting arms of Cholette. Willis-Croft, quick one to Odell. Doesn't get all the power on it. Push to the backside, and it's Cholette there. Willis-Croft to Manners, and right through the wall goes Hannah Manners for another kill.
Hannah Manners already 4 kills on the evening, on the set, I should say. And remember, she averages 2.9, so already above her average.
To the backside and tipped down. Zakari gets to it. They go right back out to Zakari, off some hands, battling around, and Lexi Zakari hits it through the wall for a kill of her own.
Yeah, Niagara, nice positioning there, but just couldn't seem to get a bounce in their favor.
Manners at the line here. The 4th-year player out of Etobicoke, and that hits right off the upright.
Yeah, tough luck there for Manners. We mentioned earlier, third in the OCAA in service aces per set.
Tian Hinman comes in here to serve. Number 11 comes on for Tess Kelly.
And for Humber, Sydney Kohler coming on for Hannah Manners.
Cholette's there. Willis-Croft back sets it to Connolly. And the block comes through by Abby Gooder. Hinman again at the line here serving. Cholette to Willis-Croft. To Odell, diving, keeping it alive is Niagara. Nobody's there for the third hit, though. Humber get another one.
So 20-12 for Humber now, off of back-to-back points.
Tess Kelly back on. Rachel Odell serving. Odell to the back line. Little gets there. Taylor sets up her hitter, but can't find it. Oh, Shipper going up and right into the net.
Yeah, just a miss hit from Shipper there off the outside of the hand. And that's one that Niagara couldn't really afford to give up.
Odell hits over and just beyond that back line. So the only thing stopping the Hawks here in this set has been themselves. The service errors have come through in a big amount.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think Niagara needs to start helping themselves out, you know? More than a couple of hits out of bounds, more than a couple of net hits for Niagara as well.
Baxter goes right to the waiting arms of Zakari. Tipped over the block was Connolly, but not connecting with anything. They back set it to Little. Dig in the back by Keeler. At the net, Joust pushed over. They're going to say that the Knights were on the net, so Humber get the point. 22-13 now. Heads up play at the net by Lexi Zakari, and the second timeout called by the Knights.
Yeah, you know, Zach, that's probably the most controversial call we've had so far. I like the move from Niagara calling a timeout there. Head coach Steve Stone in his first season. Missed call can obviously always be emotional. You want to get your players in, have them calm down a little.
You see head coach, like you mentioned, Steve Stone. He took over the women's squad this year, and he coaches both programs, so you'll see him again for the men's game. But the one coach for both programs, definitely something to watch out for.
And then, of course, opposite, Chris Wilkins, not in his first season, but his 23rd. An incredible record of 447 and 62.
Chris Wilkins has been doing this as long as I've been alive. I'm the good old 23. And he has been dominating my entire lifetime as a Humber Hawks head coach, like you said, 447 and 62. And it's been 40 games since he last lost to an OCAA team. He has been a great head coach. Fantastic job done in the program. Cormier to the back line. Great pivot right there on the 1 foot by Sam Cormier.
Kohler made a good attempt at that ball, making contact, but shots like those, so hard to get up into the air.
Gooder, the serve over. Right there's Keeler. They push it wide. Zakari! Oh man, Lexi Zakari! Pulls that one out. The pocket radar gun says 187.
An absolute rocket, no doubt about that. Slammed emphatically. 23-14 Humber as they regain that 9-point lead from earlier in the set.
Zakari right to the back line. Delohi gets to it. Little can't get enough power on that one. Point for the Hawks.
And another miss hit there that Niagara simply cannot afford this late in the set.
Zakari again to the back line. Delohi gets to it. They set up Little on the far side. Gets blocked, kept up by Williscroft. Cholette sets up Sydney, and she hammers it, but right into the waiting arms. They back set it to Gooder. Williscroft goes to Connolly. Way too hot to handle. Amy Connolly, another kill.
And that was some incredible team play to finish off the set there. You saw Lexi Zakari with a couple of seriously strong offensive opportunities there, and then the finish eventually from Amy Connolly. We mentioned she's second on the team in kills per set. She's averaging 2.78, good for 10th in Ontario, and she'll add another one there.
Yeah, and this is a team with tons of depth. We talk about it every single game. They continue to dominate, but they spread the ball out so well amongst one another, and that all starts with your setter, Kennedy Williscroft. Does a fantastic job making sure everybody's getting reps, and that then leads to deception against you because you don't know where she's going to go with the ball because there's so much talent on the court. But every hitter is just having a great year for the Humber Hawks. I mean, playing a fantastic game. And, we have a couple highlights, Will, so let's take a quick look at what happened there in that first set. The Hawks, again, they steamrolled to another set win. Is there really any surprise when you look at it with how well they've been playing all year? Look at this. That was the big-time kill by Lexi Zakari. And noticing over the year, Lexi Zakari, one of those players that, she gets amplified on the court, and she lets it be shown. Shows the emotion. You like to see that on your team. There's a player that wears their emotions on their sleeve. They get into it, screaming.
Gets the rest of the team going.
Oh yeah, you're always getting fired up, and I'm fired up sitting here on the sidelines.
Well, it's not too hard when you're watching the best women's volleyball program in the OCAA.
You see Niagara trying to discuss what happened in that first set. This is a tough team to beat when you come into the Hawks Nest. This is a team that has played extremely well. They're 16-0 at home against Niagara. Again, like we said, they're on a 39-match win streak against the OCAA. And take this in. The sets won to sets lost in that span. 117 sets won. They've only dropped 7. That is a lengthy streak that spans years, and they have only dropped 7 sets. That just shows how dominant this team has been in the OCAA.
Well, if we're looking at set records this year as well, you mentioned obviously we haven't really seen Humber in a losing situation too many times. Humber has won 39 sets so far this year. They've only dropped 3. 39-3 for a total record of 13-0.
Yeah, the closest match we saw was their last one here at home against St. Clair. Humber dropped set number 1, ended up winning set number 2, and then there was a massive swing set in set number 3, which went to the distance, 30 points to 28. And really the turning point in that one was the Kennedy Williscroft kill that put them up 29-28, and then they secured it, winning it 30-28. But the action resumes here. Good dig in the back by Zakari. They're setting up Manners. It gets blocked, and it falls inbounds. Hannah Manners, not often we see her get blocked, but that's a big one and a great start for the side of Niagara.
And I think we're going to watch Humber use that. I've watched number 18 in white, Amanda Larson, lining up on the other side of Hannah Manners. Watch the ball, maybe be directed to her side of the court.
Cormier, good serve over Cholette. They go out wide to Manners again, and a dig in the back, but Humber going to get a free play out of it. Cholette to Williscroft to Larson, another great dig. They quick set to the middle, and nobody's there. That entire sequence, credit Abby Gooder. My, oh my, 2 bullets of kills coming her way, and she digs both of them.
Some seriously fantastic defense. You can see the one there. That was the last one, actually.
Cormier to Cholette. Williscroft to Manners. Soft hit over. And don't always got to use the power. Sometimes you just use the brains. And that's exactly what Hannah Manners did right there.
Power and finesse. Hannah Manners can do it all.
Power, finesse, service ace. What can't she do at this point? Larson at the line. Her serve into the net. So Niagara up 3-1 here, trying to battle back. Again, we've seen a couple teams come in here and challenge Humber in some of these sets. Nobody, again, has been able to knock them off their mantle. They back set it to Bodner, and a great dig. Delohe. And Williscroft wisely lets that drop out of play.
Very nice awareness there. My goodness.
Kennedy Williscroft. Crafty lefty. Serve over, right into the waiting arms of Delohe. Taylor back sets it to Little. It's kept alive by Taylor, but it can't get anywhere else. Hannah Manners, just a soft tip down.
Yeah, Manners kind of throwing a wrench into that entire play. You could see that Niagara was trying to cook something up there, and Hannah Manners turned off the oven.
Williscroft, the serve over into the waiting arms of Little. They cut wide to Baxter. She gets blocked, and it goes out of play. So point for the Knights.
And you can see Avery Bodnar and Rachel Odell, the Twin Towers, stopping that one.
Up there and out of bounds, service ace. Going the way of Natalie Little. So Little at the line, currently on the year. She has 15 now service aces. This one, Cholette, great first ball to Williscroft. Quick sets to Odell. Little in the back, gets the dig. Taylor gets the second ball. Gooder is just dumping it over, free ball Hawks. Williscroft goes to Bodner, tips it to the back line. Little gets there, but nobody can get there for the second attempt. Heads up play by Avery Bodner.
And a great call from the line official there as she had to run out of danger, but still made the call.
Had to run for her life. And all the Knights falling her way. Here's Manners. Serve over right into the arms of Delohe. Gooder gets blocked. It's still alive. Can they keep it in? No, they don't. It goes outside of that post. That's credited to Rachel Odell. Again, another great block by 15.
Yeah, Odell and Bodnar, 11 and 15, just dominating at the net right now.
Manners to Delohe. What else is new? Another set, another service ace for number 10.
You don't want to bring down that average.
Yeah, you got to stay at the one
that
average.
Impressive.
Hannah knows. Hannah knows. She understands, hey, I got to get at least one service ace every set. Technically speaking, she needs one more to get back to that one average. And that might be my fault, talking about the service aces there.
Yeah, it's not going to be that one.
Service air. Yeah, that's my bad, Hannah. I'll send you a message after the game saying sorry. That one's on me. Tess Kelly goes to the line, 13 service aces on the season for her. Goes to the sideline, and she gets it. Make it 14 service aces on the year. How about that one out of Tess Kelly?
Yeah, and that one's going to give Niagara their first lead here, 7-6 now.
They've been battling all set long. Niagara went out to that early lead. Humber rallied back, evened things up, and right back here, Niagara, they get the lead again. The other corner, Zakari. How about back-to-back service aces for Tess Kelly?
Well, you accurately corrected me on the last statistic, but this one now their largest lead of the set here, 2 points.
Into the net, so Humber get the point right on back.
And this is where Niagara really needs to make sure that they're dialed in. Up by one, but giving up possession. They know the runs that Humber can go on.
They set up on the far side. Baxter gets blocked, kept alive. Williscroft to Larson. Again, Amanda Larson versus Sam Cormier goes the way of Larson. These two players, first and second in the entire OCAA when it comes to blocks per set. And Larson, she's won the battle both times on offense.
And honestly, Zach, it's unsurprising standing at 6'4". Amanda Larson is the tallest player on the court right now.
Great.
But it's more than just height.
Yeah, great dig in the backcourt right there by Willis-Croft, and Larson puts it down. Height doesn't measure heart. Well, height gives you an advantage in this case. Larson dominating at the net here.
Yeah, she's absolutely soaring above the net here. That looked easy.
Odell, a serve over. First ball, they push it wide. Here's Gooder pushing to the back line. Manners to Willis-Croft, to Bodner, off some hands and bouncing around, and Avery Bodner gets another kill.
Really nice play for Humber there. You can see they sold Larson, number 18, as the killer, and Niagara fell for it.
That's what makes it super hard. You don't know where these players are going to go to. Odell to the back line, and wow, off the head of Delohi. So a service ace for number 15.
And tough luck there for Emily Delohi.
And I don't know if we can get a shot of the bench, but you can see that every time Rachel Odell is serving, well, the bench, they hold up the big O for Odell, I'm assuming. What about another service ace for Rachel Odell?
And another tough bounce for Niagara, and they're going to call their first timeout. I mentioned that Niagara needed to be careful, up 8-7. There was only a small swing. All of a sudden, you blink, and it's a 12-8 Hawks lead. And the Knights, they go from having control of this game to slipping under their fingers.
I don't know who was moving and grooving right there. I can't see because of the hair. I think that's Amy Connolly that was dancing. The vibes, they're gold. It is Amy. The vibes right now on the side of the Hawks bench are immaculate, if you want to say that. And there's a shot of head coach Steve Stone.
Maybe a little bit more enamored than he was earlier in the day, as he's on the brink of watching his team fall down 2-0.
It's been a fun one. Fun one to say the least. Again, the Hawks up 1-0. They're currently up 12-8 here in set number 2. Zach Benoit alongside Will Shukri. And it's a fun one. It's a fun time always being in the Hawks Nest, watching some fantastic OCAA athletes go to battle. And we're going to treat it a good one. Rachel Odell is having a run right now on the service line. Really the reason why the Hawks have a lead here. And again, if we get the shot of the bench when she's serving, everybody holds up the big O, and it's not for Ohio State. It's for Odell. Odell to the back line. This time it sails too far. So the timeout, it works for the side of the Knights.
Yeah, just kind of trying to disrupt the rhythm of Odell there, right? You mentioned that she was on quite a bit of a run. You want to try and break that momentum.
Kylie Baxter. Manners gets the first ball. Cholette going to Bodner. Bodner, her attack gets dug out, but it goes out of bounds. So number 11 in white and gold. She is having herself a pretty good game here, and she'll go to the line to serve. Bodner serve over, good one. First ball there to Taylor. Taylor goes wide to Gooder. Dug by Cholette. But Niagara gets a free play out of it. Taylor back sets to Little, and it's off the arms of Larson and out of bounds.
From the Knights, creating some offense, and Humber just unable to stop the drive. You can see they're deflected off a couple of hands before falling out of bounds.
Gooder into the net, so service error. Humber up 14-10 now. And it'll be Lexi Zakari going to the line again, a player that you can kind of classify as a firecracker, gets into it. Shows her emotions on the court, not afraid to hide it, and you'll love to see that. Serve over right into the waiting arms of Little. Taylor goes right back to Little, blocked by Willis-Croft. They go to Cormier on the other side, off the arms of Manners and out of bounds. Niagara gets the point. How about Kennedy Willis-Croft, though, the setter, going up by herself, getting the block.
Yeah, Kennedy Willis-Croft, a true setter this year. 313 assists and just the 15 kills, but she was ready there.
Not afraid to get some blocks. She only has 5, but it's been big-time blocks. And out of rotation are the Hawks, and that is something we have not seen.
And an unforced error there. Humber gonna have to try and regroup here. Now only up by 2 points. As the pace of this game swinging back and forth.
The serve over, right into the arms of Cholette. Manners is swinging. Trudell on the far side gets there. Gooder punches it to the back, quick sets to Larson, and she finds the corner. The fast set to Amanda Larson. And it's a big, big time point right there for the Hawks.
Yeah, absolute paint from Amanda Larson for her 5th kill of the day.
Rachel Vanderwall comes on, and Larson goes to the line to serve. Hawks up 15-12. Larson serve. Gooder gets there. Taylor back sets it to Baxter, gets blocked, and well, it looked like a swing and a miss right there by Kennedy Williscroft trying to get that ricochet.
Yeah, and yet another unlucky ricochet there off the arm of Hannah Manners. And a diving Williscroft just couldn't make the play.
Serve over into the backcourt. Zakari to Williscroft to Manners, who soft hits it. Little gets there. Now over to Taylor. They go to Kelly. She gets blocked. Manners and Vanderwall get there.
And no mistake in the blocking there, as Hannah Manners was there and strong to defend the point. 16-13 for the Hawks now.
Humber's antics on the bench get even better because look at this. All the synchronized jump when Kennedy serves. Hit over, Little, diving in the back is Williscroft. Cholette sets up Bodner off the arm of Shipper. Gooder just pushes it to the back. Williscroft to Manners, hammered off the hands. Hannah Manners, another kill, 7th of the game.
And that was just too strong for Niagara. You can see it break through the hands of the blockers and fall to the far corner as Humber takes a 4-point lead.
Williscroft, another serve over, it's good. At the net, Taylor pushes it wide to Kelly. And a little bit of a off-balance set out wide to Kelly. Well, it's another lengthy run at the service line, and who else would it be except Williscroft? Might not have the 38 service aces that Manners does, but it's definitely somebody you got to be worried about when you see go to the service line. Delohe going up, and that's Bodner putting it back down.
Avery Bodner wastes no time. She says we don't need 3 hits.
The
closest you can get to a one-timer in volleyball.
A hot time serve goes right back over the net, and Bodner says, I'm going to destroy it, and puts it right back down for a kill. So far, the DJ's doing a great job. What would you say?
I know that you're happy. We got
I'm having
glow
a
in the
great
house
time
right now.
I always have a good time. We always have a good time on the broadcast booth here. Thank God the camera doesn't cut to me, because there are a lot of times where I be dancing, and it's not good if that was seen on camera.
You know, I always like to say that I got a face suited for radio, so it's never a good idea when it cuts our way anyway. A couple of highlights here. Just the one.
And we're getting right back to the action again. Hawks up 19-13. They're trying to shut down the momentum of Williscroft at the line. Serve over, good one. Delohe to Taylor and to Shipper. Off the arms of Bodner. And down, Shipper gets the kill.
Yeah, Niagara doing the right things there. Keep it simple, drive play up the middle. And their most successful offensive play so far has been getting those deflections off the blockers.
Manners rolls off her fingers. Cholette keeps it alive, and oh, Zakari just slipped a little bit. She would have been there for the third hit. Almost a good attempt for the Hawks to keep it alive, but Niagara, they stay alive. Only down by 4 now. Hits it over Manners. Goes to Williscroft. Quick one to Vanderwall, but it gets blocked. Kept up by Niagara. Delohe swings out wide. Kelly dug in the back by Zakari. Pushed down. There's Williscroft. Zakari goes to Bodner. Soft hit over. Delohe. Taylor out wide to Gooder, and she gets the kill.
And a flurry of action there. Niagara's going to end up coming out on top with another deflected kill. You can see there the set for number 3, Abby Gooder.
Out wide, wisely let go by Cholette there. So Hawks 5 points away from capturing set number 2.
Yeah, and you know Humber wants to get out of this set here. That's seen Niagara really keep pace. They've closed a couple of leads. Looking to finish this off.
Dug in the back by Little. They go wide to Gooder, and Williscroft is there. Cholette sets up Bodner, but it's blocked. Shipper goes up and punches it down. Sydney Keeler coming in here for Hannah Manners. And then it's Hindman coming in to serve here. Teagan, the serve over, it's good. Right into the waiting arms of Zakari. Williscroft back sets Bodner off balance. Diving to keep it alive is Taylor. Gooder just puts it over. Cholette to Williscroft. Out to Zakari. Lexi Zakari gets a kill.
Lexi Zakari and Avery Bodnar, 2 players that we did not highlight coming into this game, who have had themselves a night. My goodness.
Again, that just shows how deep this bench is when it comes to the Humber Hawks. Odell serve over. Little gives it to Taylor. Quick one to Cormier. Blocked by the OCAA block leader, Amanda Larson.
And Larson looking completely comfortable out there. Dominating with size and timing.
Alex Shoega coming on here in place of Kennedy Williscroft. Here's Odell's serve. Right to the back line. Little to Taylor. Back sets it to Shipper. Tried to hit it to the corner. Nice kick move by Coach Wilkins right there. Oh,
A little scorpion from Coach Wilkins.
that was a pretty cool move.
Yeah. Made it look casual too, you know.
Very casual, and he hasn't. He's still dead serious. He has not
His hand
changed
stayed
the
in
facial
his
expression.
pockets
Oh
the
yeah, I
whole
know, that
time,
was
too.
impressive.
Yeah.
Odell to serve into the net. I know, hand stayed in his pocket, kicked back, didn't even look. He just knew. It was all instinct right there by
Stone
Coach
face
Wilkins.
the
Yeah,
whole
stone
time.
face. He looked at it, he went kick move, and beautifully executed. Shout out right there to Chris Wilkins.
Coach Wilkins, not the most emotional of coaches, but his team has won 40 straight. So
I'm sure he's happy about that. Keeler gets to it, and Cholette thought about diving to it, but it was too close to that wall. And safety first there, Reese. Don't want to hurt yourself.
that probably makes his job a little bit easier when his team just wins, eh?
You know.
And of course, a lot of it's on him. One of the
Exactly.
best coaches in the OCAA.
Zakari, first ball to Shoega. She goes to Larson, tipped down, but Taylor keeps it alive. It's bouncing around. Delohe to the back. Keeler, Shoega, out to Zakari, punched over. Gooder keeps it up. Taylor sets up. Baxter in the back, blocked by Larson. Bodner lets it sail. Point to the Hawks. Wisely executed. 1 away from capturing set number 2.
You know, and we just talked about how Humber wanted to get out of this set. Looks like they might just be doing that now on a 4-point swing.
Bodner trying to put it to bed. The serve over. Delohi goes to Taylor. Back sets to Cormier. Off the arms of Keeler and sails to the backside. So staying alive are the Knights, and they're making it close. They need a 4-point run here to even things up and send us to a deuce situation. Hawks, they know that Niagara has to play perfect volleyball here. Abby Gooder at the line to serve. Her ball over. It's good. Right to Keeler. Shuega out to Zakari. Hammers it off the net. There is Baxter. Taylor goes to Little. Blocked. Tried to keep it up was Gooder, but it's not going to go. Alex Shuaga there for the block.
And we talked about the height of Amanda Larson. Alex Shuaga does not have it at 5'8", but it does not matter.
You know what they say, partner. Height doesn't measure heart. And right there, number 3 proved it. Height does not measure heart. They prove it.
It's not
right
the size
there.
of the dog in the fight, right, Zach?
It's not the size of the
fight in the dog.
There it is. Well, we got another instant classic going on here in the gym. This Hannah Montana party in the USA. Good times, good vibes, having fun.
Humber up 2-0. I can tell you, everybody with a Humber Hawk logo on right now, feeling good.
It's been a fun one here for all the Humber Hawk faithful and all the Humber Hawks women's volleyball team who are performing right now. 2-0, and it's looked pretty dominating to say the least. They're trying to continue to grow the gap between them. The next closest team behind them in that West Division is St. Clair, who they've already beaten twice. St. Clair has 11-2 record, and then it's the Niagara Knights, 8-4. Humber trying to jump to 14-0 though and extend their win streak to 41 straight.
Yeah, you know, it's been a good game for Niagara so far. I think especially that second set, they really showed that they belonged here. They can compete with the Hawks. But unfortunately, I do think that the depth of this Hawks lineup is going to be the difference maker here, just like we've seen it be against the other top-ranked teams in the OCAA.
And that was the block right there by Alex Shuaga.
You can see the arms raised in celebration. All her.
Hey, get amped. Get amped for that big-time block right there. You win the set for your team.
See Coach Wilkins dialing in the squad for one more set win is all they need. Once again, Chris Wilkins, 23 years with the program, a record of 447 wins and a mere 62 losses. Just about the most impressive record in the OCAA.
Yeah, he has just been dominant his entire tenure as the head coach. It's clear cut that he is a Hall of Famer type level right now when it comes to coaching. Humber Hawks, I'm sure, will retire a picture of him somewhere on their level of excellence there. You can't see it because the cameras are on that side, but the back wall behind the bleachers, all the legends that have been retired in Humber Hawks history, do not be surprised when you see the Wilkins up there. His brother Wayne Wilkins as well. Chris Wilkins, his name will be up there, no doubt about it.
And you wonder how many sibling duos coach both ends of their respective schools' volleyball programs.
And have done it for so many years, too.
So many years.
Well, here we go. Third set. Humber trying to make it the third and final. Willis Croft goes to Manners. Blocked, but there's Cholette. Willis Croft in the back sets up Zakari. Taylor gets to it first. Delohi sets up Gooder, but she just pushes it over. Cholette to Willis Croft. Tipped over, diving is Delohi. Pushed to the back line. Zakari keeps it alive. Cholette keeps it up. Puts it over is Willis Croft. Taylor back sets Baxter, pushed down and hit off the arm of Manners and out of play. Niagara get another point off after a long rally.
Yeah, I know. I think you really identified that trend there. We've seen more than a couple seriously long rallies, and it does seem like each time Niagara comes out on top.
Cholette to Willis-Croft, quick one to Larson, and Amanda Larson puts it down.
Whereas Humber, they like to get things done a little quicker.
Amanda Larson will go to the line here to serve. That goes right into the net. So 2-1 score here for the Knights. Tess Kelly, the serve over, diving as Zakari gets the dig. Trying to set up a play. Taylor goes to Baxter, hammers it to the back line. Zakari's there. Willis-Croft, quick one to Klitsch, who checks on in here. Willis-Croft going wide to Manners. It's blocked. Sam Cormier talked about how impactful she is at the front court. She shows her presence there, her big-time block.
Yeah, Sam Cormier, 36 blocks in total this year.
Hit over, right into the waiting arms of Cholette. Willis-Croft goes to Bodner, soft hit over. Diving in the backcourt is Kelly. They swing into Baxter again, tries to go down line, but it can't connect.
Yeah, and Humber looking to maybe switch momentum here. Get a couple of points back and maybe take early control of this set.
Kennedy Willis-Croft now hits it over into the waiting arms of Little. Tried to go, there was Taylor, but just couldn't get enough. The ball was over the net. Pushed it back over to try to get it to Cormier. Humber come away with the point, 3-3. Willis-Croft, here comes the serve. Soft one, but a great one. Delohe gets there for the dig. Go wide to Gooder, down the line, and point. Point goes to the Knights. They hit the sideline.
And Abby Gooder, who's had such a great game defensively, 5 digs so far, gonna pick up her second kill of the evening.
Baxter at the line to serve. Goes over, out of bounds. It's like they say, ball don't lie. Humber get it right on back, evened up here 4-4. Hannah Manners goes to the line. Again, she got a service ace. If she wants to keep up the pace that she's at, she needs 2 here in the set. That's a good serve. Taylor sets it up for Gooder. Down the line, a great dig in the back. Cholette sets up Bodner. Delohe to Taylor. Back to Gooder. Blocked. Delohe's there. Little puts it back to the middle of the court. Hits it over. Free ball, Hawks. Cholette to Willis-Croft. Out to Zakari. Down the line. Lexi Zakari with the kill.
And just like we've talked about all evening, this Hawks team is deep. They spread around the offense. You never know who is going to be the final weapon. That time, Lexi Zakari going to get the finish for the Hawks.
Manners just almost got another service ace, but it's kept alive. Free ball, Hawks. Willis-Croft back sets Bodner. Down the line. Does she connect? No, can't get to the sideline. Very, very close, but no cigar.
And very close indeed. You can probably say that again. I imagine there's a couple of people in the crowd who thought it may have gone the other way. But we are all tied up at 5 once again.
Gooder. Zakari gets there. Willis-Croft sets up Zakari. She hammers it off some arms and ricocheting around. How about the game Lexi Zakari is having? Not a player we typically see starting the games for the Humber Hawks, but definitely a player you always got to remember. She's always impacting the squad. 9 digs, 5 kills. She has done a lot for the team today. Caroline Klitsch comes on the serve there. They go right back to Little, gets blocked. Delohe keeps it up. Taylor sets up Little again, soft hit to the back. Manners to Willis-Croft. Goes to Zakari, down the line, Lexi Zakari again, a bullet.
My goodness. Lexi Zakari only averages 1.3 kills per set. And today she's got 6.
Klitsch, the 5th-year player out of Mississauga. And out of rotation, I believe, was Niagara. So they get the point.
Yeah, you'll remember Humber had one of those in the second set. We talked about the rarity of that call. And here's another one.
Serve over by Klitsch in the back to Lohi. Taylor, just push it over. Manners sets up Williscroft. Back sets to Bodner. Nobody there. Avery Bodner smokes it.
And you can see Abby Gooder just frozen as that ball goes to her left. It looked like she was planning on the right. The wires were crossed and she stayed still.
How about this run from Caroline Klitsch? Great job at the service line. It's a free ball here for the Hawks, and Klitsch tried to dive in there. Nobody really called for the ball on the side of the Hawks. Got caught, lost in no man's land.
Yeah, she was coming all the way from the back of the court. Just not in time.
Cormier at the line here. She's had herself a great game. 4 digs and 3 kills. Williscroft sets up Larson. It's still alive. Baxter puts it over the net. Free ball Hawks. Cholette to Williscroft. Back to Larson. This time Larson says no more and gets the kill.
Amanda Larson, her 7th kill of the night. And she is dominating.
Avery Bodner at the line. And just right into the net. Montana Taylor goes to serve, the 5th-year player. Serve over right into the waiting arms of Manners. Williscroft goes to Zakari. It's blocked. Wow. Tess Kelly fired up after that one. Niagara keeping this one close. It's 10-8 for the Hawks. Montana Taylor, the 5th-year player out of St. Catharines, really has been a staple point for this Niagara squad. We saw her last year. She was a very good performance there. This time just into the net.
Yeah, Taylor having a fantastic season, leads her team in assists, and 10th in the OCAA in assists as well.
Lexi Zakari goes to the line to serve. Her serve down the line, pushed, kept up by Taylor. They go to Baxter. Down the line, does it go in? It does. Give credit to Kylie Baxter right there. Just goes across the net and somehow keeps it off balance. Little at the line to serve, pushes it to the corner. Manners is there. Here's Williscroft, sets up Manners. Dug by Taylor. Gooder. Back set to Little. Kept up by Cholette. What a dig. Zakari pushes it forward to Manners. Blocked. Gooder and Kelly team up. And again, the Knights, after a long rally, get the point.
Yeah, and the Knights really putting together some legitimate points here. We talked about how the last 2 sets, a lot of their points maybe came off of service errors or deflected blocks.
Williscroft gets it to Bodner, just punches it over. Basically a free play here. Baxter gets blocked. Amanda Larson.
And more dominance at the net for Amanda Larson. There is a reason she leads the OCAA in blocks, and now she'll get a chance to serve.
Larson serve over. Delohe keeps it up. Taylor swings it to Gooder. Tipped off of that post. Another point goes the way of the Hawks. 13-10 score. Niagara keeping this one very close. They are playing a great game. It seems their game has been elevated every set we played. They kept it close for majority of that second set, and here they're playing even tougher, not letting the Hawks run away with it. Larson off the arms of Delohe. Little keeps it alive. Free ball Hawks. Bodner to Williscroft to Manners. Off some hands, kept alive. Great job in the backcourt. They go wide to Gooder. It's off the arm of Taylor and down. Humber, another point. This time they get it after the lengthy rally.
You know, and Zach, you mentioned how it seems like Niagara improving their play every set, and you wonder, first season at head coach for Steve Stone, how much he's doing.
Taylor just pushes it over, caught sleeping. The crafty veteran right there for the side of the Knights. Season opening, and she takes it. Great job done by number 2. Hinman serving here. Zakari, to Williscroft, to Manners, off the arms, kept up by Taylor. Hindman goes to Baxter. She pushes it down. Bodner's there. Williscroft pushes across court to Manners. Soft hit. Miscommunication between Taylor and Baxter. Point going right there for Manners. That might be the easiest tip she's had.
And you can see there, nobody calls for it. The hands go to the head. Faces of despair. As late in this match, Niagara drops an important point.
Williscroft right to the waiting arms of Delohe. They're setting up Gooder on the far side at the net, kept alive by Bodner. Williscroft puts it to the middle of the court. Free ball, Niagara. Gooder to Baxter, blocked and out of bounds. Kylie Baxter goes up by herself and gets a big time block.
And it was a valiant effort from the blocking Hawks. But Niagara will retain possession. Now just a 3-point swing, 15-12.
Tia Kelly coming on and serve there. Just not falling.
Yeah, checks into the game and will collect a service error, turning the ball over. 16-12 now.
Here's Manners at the line. To the back and just sailing too wide. So staying alive here are the Knights, keeping things close.
Yeah, they haven't let things slip away here. A 3-point swing is very easy to erase.
Abby Gooder at the line. Again, a player that's having a fantastic game. Cholette, first ball to Williscroft is good. Sets up Zakari, and too much power off the arm of Lexi Zakari there as the Knights draw ever so close again, down by 2 now.
And this is where Humber really needs to settle in. Play their game, play the game that they're comfortable playing. Don't try and force anything.
Gooder, serve over, right into the arms of Zakari. Williscroft, right back to Zakari! Nobody there! Lexi Zakari, have yourself a game.
My goodness, what a kill from Lexi Zakari, as we'll take one more look at it here. Splits the defenders, pinpoint accuracy mixed with power.
And I think the best part is the fired up celebration afterwards, every single time from Lexi Zakari. Klitsch, great serve over, but right into the arms of Little. They go to Taylor, who backhands it over the net to Bodner. Williscroft to Zakari, soft tip. Diving is Taylor, kept up. Klitsch sets up Bodner. Off the arms, Avery Bodner gets a kill.
And a really nice job from the Hawks, keeping their poise. As that play kind of fell apart, you could see a couple of miscues at the net from both teams. Really good on Humber to settle down and get the point.
Klitsch serve over. Delohe gets there for the dig. Little goes to Taylor. Hit over and out of play.
And another close call, this time going in favor of the Hawks. And Niagara will call their first timeout of the set. (19-14) is the score. Humber just 6 points away from another sweep. can see Humber looking very relaxed. A familiar position for this Hawks team here.
Up by 5, up 2 sets to none. It's been a good day for the Humber Hawks, to say the least. They're playing a great game right now. No stress over there on the home side. They're trying to go to 14-0, continue this dominant run. Man, this team, they are just clicking on all cylinders right now.
Yeah, when we get into kind of the deeper end of the back end of this season, you want to see Humber win games like this, right? You want to see Humber maintain a lead, maybe face a little bit of adversity, but not back down, and we've seen that. It hasn't been an easy route for Humber per se today. The second set and this third set, both fairly close, but Humber has not backed down. They've played their game, and they've been the better team, up by 5 now.
Yeah, been the better team, playing extremely well. That into the net by Klitsch. And she looks to the rafters, not happy with herself after that one. But again, so the team that finishes first place in the Western Conference, they're actually going to be the team that's hosting the Final Four for the OCAA Championship. Humber, it's looking like they've secured it. The next closest team to them is St. Clair, but Humber is 2-0 against St. Clair. So unless a team comes out of nowhere, Hawks will be hosting that Final Four. Vanderwall gets a kill. Great quick set to Rachel Vanderwall in the middle.
And Humber well on their way to 14-0. Making that home advantage more possible. You can see the replay here. Just a broken block. The kill will get by.
Taya Wilkins comes on, as well as Amy Connolly. And Connolly walked onto the court, and she hasn't played since the first set. She went fist pumping. She was amped. She was amped to be back out on the court.
There is nothing this team loves more than winning, and they do that a lot.
Taya Wilkins, serve over.
Great serve.
Quick one, pushed over. Wilkins gets there. Cholette sets up Connolly. Amy Connolly, the hammer down, but Gooder in the back. Taylor punches it out of play.
So Humber just 4 points away from closing this match out now.
Wilkins to the corner, and just too much power. Taya Wilkins out of Schaumburg, the 5-5 setter. Just flexed the strength too much there. Used all 5-5 of the might, and it just sailed out of bounds.
Just in the weight room too often, you know. I understand the problem. You know, I'm way too strong for my own
I
good.
know that one. I know that one, partner. You're just benching 450 every day, and I'm impressed. Taylor the serve. Cholette's there for the dig. Wilkins back sets Zakari, tipped, rolling on the net. Kelly gets there. Taylor pushes it over to Baxter, and Kylie Baxter gets herself a kill.
Yeah, you can see there Rachel Vanderwall, the hands just a little bit apart. The ball slips in between them.
Montana, Taylor at the line to serve. Serve over to Cholette, and a rare miscue by Cholette. A player that is 6th in the OCAA in digs per set at 3.56. Taylor, another serve over, right into the arms of Cholette, and wow, back to back that have just eaten up Reese Cholette.
Yeah, and that was a fantastic serve from Montana Taylor there.
But how about the professional and just the smart IQ out of Cholette, knowing both times, saying, hey, that one's my fault, acknowledging it to her teammates. That's a professional attitude to have. Cholette, third time, not gonna mess that. Zakari kills it. On the net are the Knights, and Humber get the point. Hey, you can keep targeting Reese Cholette. She's not going to continue to make mistakes. Again, one of the best liberos in the OCAA.
And all credit to Cholette. And here's another timeout here. Niagara takes their second of the set, down 22-19. And you talked about Reese Chalette targeted 3 times in a row. All 3 of them fantastic serves. The first 2 beat her. The third did not.
And that, you know, I think the one player on the court that was hoping to see the ball after those 2 miscues by Chalette was Chalette herself. She says, I want to get a great first ball to my setter and get the point back. And what happens? They go right back at her. And she says, this time I'm not missing.
Well, when you're as good of a player as that, pride plays a part as well, right?
It's a pride thing, my friend. It's a pride thing. No egos, just pride. You're not going to miss that one.
You can see Niagara taking the court again. 3 points away from being swept 3 sets to nothing. And it's Lexi Zakari serving for Humber.
If there was an MVP on the day, I think mine would go to Zakari. Another great serve. Manners goes down! Oh my God! Hannah Manners, another kill. It's like death, taxes, and kills for number 10.
You said it best. Death, taxes, and Hannah Manners. The only things that are inevitable in this life.
The serve into the net there. Hawks still up by 3, but they're 2 away from closing this game out. Here's Little, trying to keep the Knights' hopes alive. Serve over into the arms of Zakari. To Wilkins, out to Manners, off the hand, kept alive in the back somehow, but he can't go for a second one. Gooder is taking a run up the stairs. Hawks 1 point away from capturing the game.
And almost a bit of a collision there between the Humber Hawks cameraman and Tess Kelly there. A couple of high fives on the way back onto the court.
Amanda Larson out to serve the match point. 24-20 is the score. Serve over. Delohi to Taylor. To Baxter. She gets blocked, but it's kept up. Taylor back sets it to Gooder. Diving in the back is Zakari. They try to keep it up. Awkward set to Connolly. The Knights, they hold on. Tess Kelly, who had a good run earlier in the game at the service line, had back-to-back service aces, needs 3 points here to tie. Can the Knights stay alive, or will the Hawks keep rolling and go 14-0? Zakari off her arm. That's a big-time service ace for number 1.
Niagara still alive here.
Kelly at the line. The nest gets rowdy. Here's the serve. It's over. Zakari to Wilkins. Quick one to Klitsch. Blocked by Cormier. Oh, what is happening here? 1 point away are Niagara from sending this to a deuce situation. Williscroft comes on as well as Bodner. Wilkins and Connolly go off.
And this is what I was talking about earlier. Not letting these kinds of wins slip away, as Humber's going to call their first timeout of the evening. Go over a last-minute game plan here.
Trying to put, like you see in football, they're trying to ice the server. You see them usually ice the kicker, but this time trying to ice Tess Kelly from sending this to a deuce situation. Again, the last time we saw a deuce was between the Hawks and the Saints, and that one went to 30 points. That was a riveting set. If you haven't been able to see it, go onto the Hawks Sports Network YouTube. The last game against St. Clair, go give that one a watch. It was set number 3, that went to 30 points. What an electric set that was between 2 top teams. And we're on the verge of seeing something like that here. It's a big time moment in this game. Will the Knights go down 3-0, or will Humber hold on, continue their dominance not only in the win column but in the sets column? Coming into this one, they're 39 sets won, 3 sets lost. They've upped that total to 41 Here we go. Tess Kelly. All she has to do is get the ball over the net to at least give her team a chance to try to even things up at 24. Here's the serve to the back line, sails out of bounds. They ice the server, and that's how it ends. Hawks 3-0 the Niagara Knights and move on 14-0.
And Humber has still not lost to an OCAA team since 2023.
2 years ago, partner. 2 years ago on the calendar. You see the teams shaking hands, and if there was a player of the game, I think mine would go to Lexi Zakari. What a game Zakari had, not only at the net, but in the backcourt. But it goes to Avery Bodner. Not a bad choice either. Bodner had a great game. 4 digs, 6 kills. Really, again, it can go to anybody on the side of the Hawks whenever they win. They have so much talent.
Amanda Larson, a fantastic match for her as well. 7 kills on the day, and I couldn't even tell you how many blocks, but it was certainly more than 3.
Well, that'll do it for us here in game number 1. Don't adjust your iPads, phones, or TV sets. We're going to take a quick 30 to 40 minute break. Be right on back here with the men's action. Don't go anywhere.